Good day, fellow observers. Today we're going to do a CVS test for version 13.2.1. It's going to be a 58-minute drive, 29 miles. Let me activate FSD. Okay, so we are advancing.
In 500 feet, turn left onto 60th Street.
Okay, good advance here.
Now turn left onto 60th Street.
And good speed here because there was this pedestrian with a cart. And now we go and make a left. Okay, good.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Woodside Avenue.
And good adjustment here for this car on hazard. Okay, so we have a green light here. Okay, so FSD abruptly stops, I think, because of this pedestrian. So I'm gonna press the accelerator. Now we make a right. Okay, so we continue advancing here. We have a green light. Okay, good adjustment here. Cautious adjustment, so that's good. Okay, so good adjustment again because the car that was just right in front was actually gonna double parked. Now we have a green light. And I don't think the driver sees it, and now it sees it. Okay, so we have a green light here. And this SUV actually is turning, so alright, now we have to, okay, good adjustment there for that turning SUV. And now we go straight.
In 500 feet, turn right onto 68th Street. Now turn right onto 68th Street.
Okay, so we turn right here. Okay, good adjustment there. Two cars trying to park. FSD is able to adapt. That was good. Okay, now we have a double parked car here. I think we could, yeah, we can go through. Okay, good. Very nice.
In 500 feet, turn right to take the Interstate 278 East ramp. Now turn right to take the Interstate 278 East ramp.
Okay, so we have a green light here. Now we are making a right. Alright, good. FSD is pausing, but now it's continuing its advance. Trying to look for a window. We do have one right about here. Okay, good. Smoothly merging in. Okay, now we also move to the middle lane. FSD, I've seen this twice already. This is the second time. First time was on the very first test for this version. It was on a target test. Merging to, FSD was merging to I-495. Okay, good slowdown here. And good slowdown here for that merging van.
In 500 feet, keep right to take exit 42 onto Brooklyn Queens Expressway toward Grand Central Parkway East. Now keep right to take exit 42.
Okay, good lane change here to the right, but I don't know why, because we're gonna merge to Grand Central on the left anyway. Well, actually, these two lanes will go merge to Grand Central. Alright, now we're going back.
In 1,000 feet, take the exit on the left toward Grand Central Parkway. Now take the exit on the left toward Grand Central Parkway.
Okay, good. We are now on exit on the left, so we are going to merge to Grand Central. Okay, good merge here. I do think it will move right away. Oh snap, no? I thought it's gonna go to the middle lane, I mean to the next lane on the left. Okay, FSD didn't really advance because of this merging SUV. Okay, so now we move. Okay, good. Okay, good adjustment there for that merging car.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East toward Grand Central Parkway.
Okay, good slowdown here. Okay, good. FSD didn't really accelerate, so I think you've already seen several cases of FSD adjusting to merging cars. I don't think it has problems with that, so yeah, just putting it out there.
Now keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East.
Okay, good slowdown here. Okay, so good slowdown here for this merging SUV. Now I'm still waiting when FSD FSD will go to the passing lane.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East toward Grand Central Parkway.
So it just did, so that's good. Oh snap, so we're going back. Okay, slowing down. When I said slowing down, that was the SUV up ahead. I thought FSD will just slow down as well, but turns out it will make a lane change.
Now keep left to stay on Grand Central Parkway East.
Okay, good. FSD is not really accelerating because of that merging SUV. Change here. I feel that it's even more confident with lane changes because it accelerates when it does the change, so it feels more reassuring. Okay, good slowdown here. Slow down here. Okay, now we're slowing down here again. FSD is adapting to that merging car that just also merged out. I mean, moved out, not merged out. And we have a work zone here. And so we're passing by 40. Okay, so that was a quick change. In V12, it takes some time, actually, because I've been observing that. But as soon as it saw 40 and it's like almost passing by it, that's when this 40 here got updated. Okay, so FSD is adjusting well to the new traffic pattern here in this construction area, and for the most part it doesn't have any problem adjusting. Now it just did a heavy brake. I mean, I would have pulled the brakes earlier if I was driving. Okay, so now it's back to 50. I'm guessing it was able to read and work zone speed limit. That's just my theory. What do you guys think? Oh, now we're back to 40 and we just passed by 50. Okay, now it's updated. So it's almost like real time that it updates the speed limit. So that's good. Okay, good. Slow down for a little bit here for that merging SUV. Okay, so usually FSD slows down on this spot, and now we don't see it, so I think that's good. And actually I think it's resolved since 12.5.6.3. good slowdown here. Okay, good lane change here to the middle lane. So now we are slowing down here. Okay, good slow down. It's interesting that there's traffic here. Usually there's not. So let's see what's up ahead. Okay, good slow down here for a little bit for that merging van. Okay, good slow down here. Now, I'd like to see when FSD will move to the next lane on the left, since we're going to keep left towards Northern State Parkway.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Northern State Parkway East toward Eastern Long Island.
Okay, so we are now making a lane change. Okay, good.
Now keep left to stay on Northern State Parkway East.
Okay, now we can go ahead and make straight towards Northern State Parkway. So it seems like the buildup was for Meadowbrook Parkway, where a lot of cars are going. Okay, good. Switch here to the middle lane.
In 1 mile, take exit 33 on the right onto Wantagh Pkwy South toward Jones Beach.
Okay, good lane change here. So we are now in position for the exit. Okay, so good slow down here, but it's on a heavy side. I would have slowed down earlier though.
Now take exit 33 on the right. In 1,000 feet, take the Wantagh Pkwy South ramp on the left. Now take the Wantagh Pkwy South ramp on the left.
Okay, good lane change here. It's better to be on the left lane because this right lane will terminate. And good adjustment here by FSD going to the passing
In
lane.
1 mile, take exit W2E on the right toward Old Country Road, then make a right U-turn onto Carman Avenue.
of oncoming cars trying to merge to this lane. Okay, there seems to be one. Let's see, will we encounter that? Okay, nope, never mind. Because sometimes
Now take exit W2E on the right.
FSD suddenly stops when it encounters a merging car from the right.
Now make a right U-turn onto Carman Avenue.
So that was sufficient speed on slowdown on exit.
Now turn right onto Old Country Road.
Okay, good. Okay, so we are here on stop. Okay, good creep here. Alright, now we are clear. So I like the creeps right now because it doesn't feel like it's accelerating, so I think that's good. Okay, so we are crossing this green. Okay, now we're crossing green here, and FSD has been good at just following how the traffic flows.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Jerusalem Avenue.
Okay, so we are making a lane change to the right turn lane.
Now turn right onto Jerusalem Avenue.
And now we make a right. Okay, good. So we have a green light.
In 1,000 feet, turn left.
Okay, so we are making a
turn
left
left.
here, and in Jollibee, no, not Jollibee, in Popeyes, it was able to find a window to go to the parking lot and was able to stop by a parking space. So now we are at a red, so I have to disengage here because FSD still thinks that it's able to make this turn. Now maybe I should back up a little bit. Okay, so now it's turning.
Now your destination is on the left.
Okay, let's see. Okay, we're entering a parking lot. Okay, so I'm not sure why it's making a right, but let me just give my takeaways. So I just disengaged now. We started off from a double parked spot. It was able to move out and made a left. Now FSD was able to adjust to pedestrian with a cart and made a left on stop. That being said, FSD abruptly stops by a car that has a driver doing something on the trunk, like I think it was the driver was putting something in there, but FSD might have interpreted it as the human trying to cross, so it stopped completely and I had to press the accelerator. Then it made a right on green and it advanced, and also it was able to adjust to a double parked car, and then the car that's right in front of it that was moving, that was advancing as well, actually it did double park maneuver as well. So FSD was able to consecutively adjust to those scenarios, and I think that was good. And also further down, there were two cars that are looking for parking spots, and both cars were moving in and out of spots, and eventually found two spots, and they were able to park individually, and FSD, while they are parking, was able to pass over and then make a right to 68th Street, and then FSD went straight ahead. So there was red light there, and on green it was able to merge to Brooklyn Queens Expressway, and FSD transferred to the middle lane after merging. That was done smoothly, and FSD went straight ahead. And on keep right towards Grand Central, it made a lane change to the right lane, but moved back to the left lane shortly after and went straight ahead, then merged to Grand Central. And once it merged, I do think it made a lane change to the next lane on the left, but it took some time for it to move to the middle, to the second lane from the left to the passing lane. And while FSD was on that spot, there were several cases that FSD was adjusting to merging vehicles, so I think that's good. I don't think there's any problem with that scenario. Then FSD eventually went to the next lane on the left, which is the lane right beside the passing lane. So it went straight ahead and kept left towards Grand Central Parkway, and then it went to, I believe by that time, it went to the passing lane, went straight ahead, encountered again several vehicles that are merging in and moving out of the lane, and FSD was able to adjust to that. Now FSD also was able to get exposed to a work zone, and I've been observing, like, if there's a speed limit for the work zone, I saw it was on 40, and I checked right away here, it updates quickly, so I think that's good. And for the most part, FSD doesn't have problems with adjusting to the traffic pattern that was, to the new traffic pattern in work zones, because it just follows through the lanes. But the thing is though, what I noticed is that when FSD has a good stretch of empty space, FSD accelerates quickly, but then at the same time, if that traffic slows down, it slows down pretty well, but it's on the heavy side. So if I was driving, I would have not accelerated as fast, and at the same time make an earlier slowdown. But that's what I'm observing for FSD. It's on the heavy side when it slows down, and then when it accelerates, it really accelerates. I'm on chill mode in terms of acceleration, so yeah, I'm just putting it out there, so it should be on the slow side, but still, even it's on chill, it's a pretty fast experience still. So yeah, just want to put that in perspective. But FSD though is good on adapting to situations, so FSD was able to continue straight and dynamically speed up, slow down, depending on the traffic flow. Now we have that by exit 25. That's where it usually slows down for previous versions, but this time, actually, it started in version 12.5.6.3 that there's no sudden slowdowns anymore. Like the speed limit drops to 40, so none of that for this version. So I think that's resolved. And then FSD was able to continue straight. Now I think because of the time, it's close to 3 p.m. or it's around 2 p.m. when we were there. I think that's when the traffic gets heavy at that particular area where we keep left towards Northern State Parkway. So it's been a while since I encountered that kind of traffic on that particular spot. So it went straight ahead, but it's on the right. It's on the lane that once you're in Northern State Parkway, it's the rightmost lane. So eventually it moved to the middle lane when it saw that there was an on-ramp on the right that were merging to the current lane. So it moved to the middle lane, and then eventually it went back to the right lane in preparation for the exit. And on exit, it was good. It chose the left side towards Wantagh Parkway, merged to Wantagh, went straight ahead, and exited well. The thing is, we didn't have a case of cars that are trying to merge right before the exit, because I want to see if FSD still will suddenly stop. That's been usual behavior in prior versions, but we didn't encounter that case. So it exited well, speed just sufficient for me, not enough for me to even complain, so I think that's good. Then made a right on stop, and FSD, I noticed that it does the creeps better because I understand that it's not going to accelerate, because before sometimes the creeps feel like it's going to accelerate, but turns out it just wants to get more visibility. Now the thing is, it could be also a user perspective thing, because I gradually acclimated to FSD creeping, because initially you're not used to a machine just like moving forward and you don't know if it's gonna make the turn or not, or just really trying to get more visibility or trying to ensure that things are clear on the turn or crossing. So yeah, after that we went to Old Country Road, crossed several green lights. FSD is able to adapt to the traffic flow and then make a lane change to the right turn lane towards Jerusalem, made a right to Jerusalem. Then here on left turn to destination, there was a problem here that it already was trying to make a left. Now it passed the light, so pretty much FSD can't see what the color of the light is, and then it was already red and FSD tries to make a left, and I was kind of iffy at that time, so what I did was I just pressed the brakes and disengaged, and once it turned green, and I was checking it myself because FSD can't see it anymore, once it turned green I reactivated FSD, and so it made a left turn and then went through here. Now it didn't really park, it tried to make a left to a spot where there is already an already parked car, so I just disengaged and then I just parked here. So overall it was, I would say, on a smooth, reasonable drive. Human intervention was there at the end because of that left turn. Some comments with how heavy it slows down and accelerates, but pretty much it's more reasonable to me than previous version. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So those are all my takeaways for this test, and if you find this video helpful or of value, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.